Cape Cod salt marshes. The ecosystem. Cape Cod, which sticks out like an arm from the state of Massachusetts, is home to many salt marshes. Marshes are a kind of wetland, which is a place where the ground is wet all or most of the time. Salt marshes are flooded with salty ocean water whenever the tide is high. Salt marshes clean pollution from the water, and they protect coastal areas from getting flooded or washed away. They keep Cape Cod from disappearing into the Atlantic Ocean. Salt marshes are very important ecosystems. Plants like sedges, rushes, and grasses grow along the edges of the marshes. Fish and shrimp live in the marsh water. Different kinds of crabs crawl along the shoreline. Together, the animals and plants make up a food web. Marsh crabs feed on the grass. Blue crabs and striped bass feed on the marsh crabs. Humans and birds eat the striped bass. One of the grasses in the salt marsh is called cordgrass. Cordgrass can grow taller than a basketball player. Cordgrass helps keep the shoreline in place and filters out things that pollute the ecosystem. The problem. Scientists noticed that cordgrass in the salt marshes on Cape Cod was dying off. This left the soil bare and allowed it to be washed away by rain and waves. To find out why the cordgrass was dying, scientists did an experiment. They compared the marshes with dying cordgrass to the marsh where cordgrass was healthy. They found something surprising. The dying marshes were near areas where people fish. What does fishing have to do with dying cordgrass? Many of the fish in the salt marsh ecosystems eat marsh crabs, and marsh crabs eat cordgrass. So when people caught the fish, it helped marsh crabs thrive. More marsh crabs meant more cordgrass was getting eaten. To test their idea that marsh crabs were the cause of the disappearing cordgrass, scientists went to healthy marshes and put in mesh cages that fish couldn't enter. These cages protected the marsh crabs from their predators, but allowed the marsh crabs to eat the cordgrass. The cordgrass in those cages quickly disappeared because the marsh crabs in the cages ate all of it. Fishing may not be the only reason why cordgrass is dying, but most scientists agree it's an important cause. Restoration plan and outcome. Scientists are just beginning to test how to help the cordgrass grow back. They noticed that a type of mussel was also dying off, and they have tried adding more of those mussels back to the ecosystem. Mussels put nutrients in the soil and help cordgrass grow taller. Another animal is helping the cordgrass too, something scientists didn't plan. The European green crab is native to Europe, but due in part to human activities, it has spread to ecosystems all around the world. In the salt marshes of Cape Cod, European green crabs may be helping the cordgrass recover by eating purple marsh crabs. However, invasive species like European green crab often cause a lot of damage to ecosystems, and their effects can be unpredictable. Because it seems like these invasive crabs may actually be helping the salt marshes, so far the restoration project doesn't include trying to get rid of the crabs. Scientists are still observing to see if European green crabs will cause new problems in the Cape Cod salt marshes. Can you think of what else scientists might do to restore the marshes? What might happen if scientists tried to increase the population of other crab predators, like the striped bass?